Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to share my screens. This should work now. Okay, closing this thing. And then we're going to open up this replay. Yes, I understand. We see a pause, and we're going to access the replay right now. Let's go over your masteries before then. I actually don't think Jhin's run Fervor. I think Jhin's are better off running Warlords. Not even kidding. Like, I've seen it a lot in my solo queue games as well as in pro play. And I think the reason why they run Warlords is not just because of the lifesteal, but it's because of the move speed benefit. Because if you get it off while you're doing your force shot, not only do you heal a shit ton, but you're also gonna You're gonna get a mass speed boost aside from your own passive speed boost. So like you have the ability to run the fuck away, or you kite the shit out of them, you know. So like I think it's beneficial because Fervor you gotta stack up, and the thing is while you're reloading you're not auto attacking, nor are you casting spells, and like Fervor's only beneficial on like Caitlyn, every other ADC basically, except maybe Kog'Maw, but I don't think Fervor is beneficial for Jhin. Let me check some of my challenger friends. Yeah, see, so Warlords, everybody else runs Fervor. I'm gonna look up some high tier ADCs just in case to see that if they're running anything different from what I'm thinking. You don't need to leash for Shaco. So he's running Deathfire, but that was 21 days ago before Deathfire got a nerf. Let's go to Korea. As for your runes, you're fine, dude. Like lethality, that's all you need. Alright. Jhin. Alright. Leaderboards. Let's find Prey. Prey's a really good Jhin player. Oh, that's bad. This lane is awful for... Like, if you're reloading, it's awful. You should hit her when she tries to CS, not when she tries to hit you. Don't trade... Like, when she goes for the CS, like, for sure, you should hit her back.
Yeah.
Like this isn't meaningful. And then, wait, I saw the animation. She should have gotten Warlords off of that. I believe that was Warlords if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's Warlords right here. So she wins the trade because she heals off of it, and then on top of that, she also gets a little bit of move speed to run away from you, so she can position better. So she wins that. You might have crit her, but that doesn't matter because she crit you too back because she had headshot. You only want to trade as Jhin when you think you can do like a free shot. Definitely if you could throw a grenade afterwards, but try not to abuse your grenade because you're gonna run out of mana really fast. And like you know what happens when Jhin runs out of mana. Like you already feel like at pressure. I'm sure you understand that as a Jhin player. The concept of running out of mana. So what you should be doing is just trying to hit level 2 ASAP, and that's achieved easily, which is because you just put the creeps really low, then you blow them with the grenade, and like as you kill each of the creeps, your grenade deals more damage. So you're allowing yourself to push to level 2. And the reason why you win the level 2 is because all BOTRK is going to take is he probably has stun, and if it's not the stun, then he's going to take like the armor buff or the other spell. But like he doesn't have a level 2 power spike, neither does Caitlyn. You have a level 2 power spike because you get W at level 2 because you can't skill up anything else. So then Blitzcrank just knocks him. Blitzcrank, all he has to do is walk up, knock up. Of course, you can't rely on the Blitzcrank, but you can also rely on yourself to beat the shit out of the opponent. So you just start walking up when you hit level 2, which is right through here. What's going to happen is you're already ahead. These 2 minions must die for you to hit level 2. These 3 minions must die for her to hit level 2. So that means that she has to focus on several things. Minion 1, Minion 2, Minion 3, your HP, Blitzcrank's HP, and her minions. You should be focusing on these 2 and where you're standing. Because you know you're going to hit level 2 with these 2. She knows she's going to hit level 2 with these 3. Because, you know, 2 is less than 3, she has to start backing up if you start getting these 2 low. If she doesn't back up, that's your chance to fuck her up. You can do it alone. You're not supposed to rely on the Blitzcrank to land his shit. Because this is solo queue. You're supposed to rely on your own mechanics, your own physical capabilities as a player. So, you can't... They call it high variance. You can't just rely on the support to like follow up on your level 2 engage. You can't just rely on the fucking jungler to gank your lane and properly land his skill shots or initiate properly. It doesn't happen every game. Some games you just don't get camped. Some games you have no support. Some games you have a roaming support. Some games you just can't do anything at all. You know what I mean? Like you cannot rely on your support every single time. Like, oh, he just won't land a grab. He sucks. That doesn't mean anything. There are games. There's gonna be games where you just don't have anybody in the bot lane at all. So you got to know how to play around that. Which is basically you trying to. You're basically 1v9, and you're always gonna be 1v9. Okay, so backing up here, I don't think this is necessary, because sure he does. No, he has hook, but you don't know if he has hook or not. But you shouldn't have backed up here just because she like can auto attack you. You have force shot. You can hit her back or hit the minion. It doesn't matter. Your goal is to push to level 2. She's not zoning you directly. Now this minion died for free. She didn't get the last hit, but it's even right now. So any of you guys can hit level 2 first. Your goal is to race. You always want to race. Jhin has a level 2 power spike. Lucian has a level 2 power spike. Caitlyn doesn't have a level 2 power spike unless her support has a level 2 power spike. BOTRK has a level 2 power spike. He has a level 1 dunk power spike too, if you take W, but it's harder to call that out because he has to land W. He has to land his grab for you to land his W. Okay, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Fast. She's like one step closer than you. She's targeting the wrong minion. She's targeting the right minion. She's level 2. Under normal circumstances, Tarek would walk up and try to fuck you guys up right here, and you guys have to back and surrender the CS. That's not happening. Just hit level 2. Shoot it. Okay, good. Skill up your W immediately. Good. Okay. Now he can walk up. Now they're afraid. Notice this? Like, no action has been taken other than movement, and they're already afraid. That's what you're supposed to do. That's why racing to level 2, without even casting a spell or an auto attack, you make them afraid just because you're level 2. That's it. Now they have no reason to be afraid because this minion wave is too far up. Like, he has to cross over here to threaten them, then they just cross down into the bush, and they're completely safe. So at this point, it's just gonna be based on trades. So I believe this is, you're not targeting this minion, are you? Because I'm sure, because based on the way you're looking, you're gonna hit her. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I hope that I'm not.
Yeah, because like there's nothing else you can target. I mean, this minion's great, but like there's really nothing else like that you can target. Reload, and then just sit patient. Is this a farming battle? You know where Shaco? Oh, oops, I meant to do this. You know where Shaco is. You know where the enemy jungler is. You have nothing to be afraid about. Mid laner's Mia, because he's dead. So like you have nothing to be afraid of. Okay, top laner's Mia could potentially have teleport, but it's really bad. So there's nothing to be afraid of. So you should just be last hitting here. Okay. You want to make sure you secure last hits with the grenade. Don't just like grenade to like harass. Remember, the point of the grenade is to increase the damage on the 4th bounce and hope that the 4th bounce bounces on the target. So get everything low and then do it. Jhin scales very well with farm, and his late game is like really good. The only problem is that he's immobile. Good shot, but remember that he can heal.
I'm having trouble hearing you because it sounds muffled. Sorry, it sounded muffled when you were talking right now. I'm having trouble understanding.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. It's weird. Sometimes my mic is weird. It should be good in the VOD down the line. Wait, oh my gosh. You should wait for that thing. If it's gonna come close to the tower, drag it to the tower. Okay, well you got it. Okay, that's fine. Keep it stabilized here. Should be good. Ooh, that's really ox. Yeah, unless you were gonna get that. You got this one. Okay, 3 shots remain. Okay, so you're +8. With being +8, like, you don't even have to consider fighting right here. The only time you ever trade with her, again, is when she tries the last hit. She's pushing the lane, which is favors you because you can easily just last hit it. Yeah, like that. Nice, nice. Jhin is a very basic AD carry for you to play. Like, it's a good AD carry for anybody to play if they want to climb. Only thing I would recommend you change is Warlords. Remember, you can't stack Fervor as fast as anyone else can. Like, you don't buy Runans, you don't buy, I don't know, attacks, you know, attack speed doesn't work on you, so, like, it's going to be hard for you to maintain the stacks.
No.
What the fuck, man? He needs to stop like missing those fucking like he doesn't even need to hook. You win the lane by just out farming your opponent. Always maintain the CS differential. If you're up 10, try to keep that up 10. If you're up 20, try to keep it up 20. The way you keep it is either by denying farm or just farming better. No. You can't. What you want to do is, or what you don't want to do is try to trade when your CS is under tower. You should prioritize CS over the kills. You're not gonna get a kill anytime soon. Look at your mana. Like, knowing that your mana is below 50%, if at any point a gank comes in, whether it be a teleport or a flank, like from behind, like they dive you or something, it's not gonna happen now, obviously. But you're gonna lose a lot more farm. When farm is closer to the tower, prioritize the farm over killing them because like they have a larger net walk of safety.
Okay.
Okay, I like how you held your shot. Feels bad, man. I like how you held your shot, like you didn't attack it right away. If you're stuck under tower a lot, keep it stuck under tower. You're safe this way. I don't think you needed to buy a pot here, or I don't think you needed to pot here. And I think that another build that you can try for in the early game is longsword 3 pots. Or longsword refillable pot, same thing.
No. Oh.
Nice dodge. Cute auto tech, but yeah, that's fine. Oh, nice. Good flash. Oh wow. So you should time his flash. You have no mana. Just sit and farm. To be honest, you should just sit and farm here. This is a lot of creeps. Remember that, like, you should value, like, an assist is worth about 7 to 8 CS. 6 to 8 CS. And a kill is 15. So like, that right there was just an assist that you would have gotten anyway, right? So, like, it's the same amount of gold. Not worth the trade. And I think you're like up, okay, you're up 7 now, so like, this is a problem. She's really good. She can flash EQ, auto you, and you die. If she's really good. Like, she would have to time it perfectly. And she can't miss. I mean, like, yeah. Because I know Caitlyn's power spikes and her limits. She can cancel her animation.
With Caitlyn, you Q before you auto the E.
Oh, so you Q before you auto, then you E?
So you E, and you get the crit, the headshot, but you Q before you take the auto, right?
Yeah, to cancel the animation. Okay. Yeah, EQ auto crit. Not E auto Q crit. I could have sworn I said EQ auto crit.
Man, I felt like I did so good this game. But
you gotta, your CSing is actually on point. Like, well, I mean, say for a few CS, but like, it's better than your opponents, and that's what you want to consider. I need to see how you ulti.
Blitz, he lands a couple hooks, and I just didn't get that first auto in because I was like hitting something else. And I don't know, I feel like that changed the game because I felt like in this game I did so good. See, right there, I should have hit her. Like,
it's not even the hit. It's like, as soon as he lands the pole, if he lands the pole, I think you should go for a snare. Right there, you snared was on cooldown because I think you went for a CS on it, see? No, you weren't going for a CS. What were you going for? Let me see. Were you trying to just get a snare? Because you didn't have the Deathfire mark on him. Like, you know how he had the mark? It wasn't there. Let me watch it again. So you hit her. And then you look like you're trying to snare her. Yeah, this isn't necessary because, like, you don't really accomplish anything because she's still going to get the CS. It's not like it denies her, see? I think you should hold that W unless you're either A, CSing from really long distance and you really want that CS, especially if it's like a cannon minion or something. Or just wait till something like that happens. Be patient on your CS because remember that like every spell that you use, like if you waited right here, it would have been a guaranteed snare because like you know he's being pulled, you just react to his pull. Oh, and then she's in the air, so now as soon as she lands, she can't move either if you land the W. And if you miss it, even if you miss the W, it still hits Tarek. You still deal damage, and there's a chance that he could get stunned too. But
so I gotta save my W.
hold it until you can guarantee the landing of it. And the best time you can guarantee the landing of it is if someone else lands something that prevents movement.
So this is me doing the same thing again, right? Like unnecessary? Oh no.
No. This is fine. This will drive them out of the lane. You should really try to finish this guy off. Never mind. Can't do it. Wow. Wow, they're so dangerously low. Like I feel the bloodlust coming in. Okay, so you notice that your damage is actually really low, right? Like fervor doesn't do anything for you. Remember that. I feel like Warlords could have allowed you to accelerate movement to get closer to get some shots in. I hate the W. I mean his E. Like, that shit's so dumb. You were close. Right there, if you lowered the other two minions right there, that bounce would have been so much more critical, and then you auto-attack him and she would have taken a shit ton of damage. So that right here, you would W. Yeah. You were close. Back up. You're out of mana. So the way you preserve mana is that when you're at 50%, you could keep it at 50% because when you get ganked, that's when you expend the other 50%. It's like a reserve mana. It's like your savings in your bank account. If you have a ward, make sure this bush is warded. But the only time you should ward this bush is if they actually step into the bush and you want to control the lane. Most of the time, Blitzcrank had full control, or the Tarek or the Caitlyn were always outside this bush. Hence why you didn't need to ward it. It's really important that you ward this bush upon them stepping into it because you always want to see where they are at. Also, in the case that you guys are shoved back in here, they go for a teleport flank. You know what I mean? Like, your teammates, like Ribbon, can go for a teleport flank. It can happen. I mean, it doesn't mean it will, but it can happen. Like, so you should consider that into factor. So, like, you would place the ward, like, right here. Like, that's it. Just, like, right there. It sees the entire bush. You see them step into it. You see them step out of it, etc., etc. Walk up a little bit next time though, cause like Tarek and they're split, so you can fuck this guy up. Yeah, fuck her up. Ward the bush. Yeah, good. Oh, you're
No, Lord.
So this is where the whole 50% mana thing came into effect. Second, when Blitzcrank was looking for this play right here, like he's so busy focusing on this ward, he's like really tunneled in on it. When Blitzcrank was like coming for this, I think there was a ping. Yeah, there's somebody on red side ping this. You should have moved up. She can't escape. Like you'll see her net, and when she nets, it's over. Like you stop. But if you don't go, the sooner you went, the easier it is for you to get it. And you should have saved mana for your snare. Like, that's the more important part, because then she can't move. Oh, this is a rip. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I felt so... Jeez, because I felt like Shaco should have been there for some reason. Like, something was telling me, like, oh, Shaco should be here right now. But...
If he dies, it's really bad. Okay. Are you going old school build instead of the lethality build? I think I'm not sure what people build nowadays on Jhin.
I don't know because they just nerfed the what's it called? The Knight's Edge? Is that what it's called?
Edge of Night.
Yeah.
Okay, so according to OPGG, people still rush Ghostblade, and I understand why. Jhin is pretty immobile. So Ghostblade is still fine, and then they get Infinity Edge or Essence Reaver. And then they get Rapid Fire Cannon.
Can you rewind it back and take a look at that ult? And what's it called? Tell me, because I thought Shaka was gonna like hit Kate, and then I could like ult it.
Oh, you mean okay? I thought you meant like way earlier when you guys initiated on the Taric, like you shot all 4 on the Taric. That's fine. You also cleared the wave. Remember, their goal is to try to kill this tower. As 3, you know Graves' special ability is like the fact that like he can just 2-shot like his 2-shot and then his dash shot like does so much damage to the towers. So his ability to siege alongside a Caitlyn with a bunch of traps, huge factor. So stopping them from doing that by clearing the wave is actually really good. Despite like that ult, I mean, like if you're like Lucian or something, it's easier for you to do it because like that ult comes back on a really short cooldown, whereas Jhin ult just does a shit ton of damage and like does like it's really good. But you shouldn't be using your ult to clear waves very often. It just happens to be like really good at this exact moment. And you didn't have flash. Good, 4th shot. Oh, yeah. Remember, cause look at the amount of mana that you expend for it. Like look, this Q costs 45. This thing costs 80, almost double. Like you gotta be careful. Wow, E costs 30 mana. This thing costs like 100. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking mana. No wonder Essence Reaver is necessary. I just prefer a Ghostblade rush over this. Ghostblade, because then, like, that gives you at least the ability to kite someone long range. Or run away. I'm gonna hide this. Wait, check your CS. Nice. 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 Good shit. Ooh. This is it. Okay, back up. Stay on her. Wow, double. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Oh, you're man. You're getting creep blocked. You're literally creep blocked, man. Like, this entire section of creeps just fucked you over. Like, I saw your movement. Oh my god, I feel bad. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this right here. It's fine.
I remember thinking I was lower than I was, and that Ari's just gonna get it anyway. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'd rather just not."
No, that's fine. No, I understood your because like yeah, it's okay to give it to her. It's not a bad idea. Just remember that she's 1 and 4. And she got it. It should make her 2 and 4. So if she dies, she's worth more gold now. So it's important for her not to die. I mean, like, yeah.
It's cool to use the mines to like slow down like a gank like that, like on the side over there.
It's broken as shit. Also, the way you should be placing those mines are as if you're placing wards. The thing is, I haven't seen you use those mines very often. Like, I think there's a limit to how many you can have, right? I think. Yeah, it just lasts for 2 minutes. No, there's no limit to how many you can have. You can store 2, and they last for 2 minutes. Every time it's up, just place it somewhere you think that you'll get ganked, or just place it in a bush so that when they run away, you just happen. So like right here, you should be focusing the minion wave, not them. The reason why is because these minions are kind of fucking your tower over, and they're just able to hit your tower for free, and you can't cross. Like, they'll just stand behind the minions and prevent you from using any of your abilities. It's better, also, if you have 3 minions right there, and then they're still fighting you, you can just get them really low, and then use your... Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. That was fucking sick. Anyway, what I was saying was, you saw this. There was 3 minions here, and they were still fighting you here, right? Like, right in front of those 3 minions. You should have used bouncing grenade, pop, 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 bonk, and then they would get lower. In theory, that would have been the best option. Like, let me back up. Let me show you what I mean. Not here. This was sick as fuck, Tarek. Wow, man. Wow. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's like right here. Okay, you killed that minion, right? You're reloading. They're still fighting you. This W, you can hold on to that. Or you can hold your W right here. Here's why. So, there's a minion that died here just now. You do 2 grenades. Kills this minion. Damages this minion. Does a lot of damage to Tarek. You see this knockup? Right? Then you wait. Get this pull. Then you snare.
I just use my W too much at the wrong time sometimes.
You're not patient enough. The thing is, the way you're using your W is that you're not waiting for it to guarantee a snare. You're just using it as like a sort of form of harass. That's not the point of the W. And I'm sure you understand that. It's just that like holding the W until the right moment. It's the same thing as using Blitz Q or Thresh Hook or Morgana Bind. You use it at the right moment. You don't just spam it. I mean, you're not spamming the W, but like you shouldn't be spamming it anyway, because 1, it costs a shit ton of mana. 2, it has a very long cooldown. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it has a very long cooldown. Yeah, 12.6 seconds, which is, this thing is like 17 seconds. It's like, it's the same thing. But if he lands this and he gets a knockup, there's no way she can move, right? So that means that your probability of landing your W increases. If you don't miss your W and it lands on a target that's been hit by, another ally, that's a snare. It's a guaranteed snare. So then you would snare her here, and then like she's not focused on the tower. That doesn't matter. You could just punch her like that. Hell yeah. Them engaging on you right here was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, the fuck? Like, the fact that Tarek went so ham on you, he should have exhausted you at the same time instead of like, look at this.
Oh, he's coming for me.
He flashed. Okay, so then you back up. He should have exhausted you way sooner. Nice heal. Then you move to the side. He should have exhausted you like way sooner. Okay, and then you get that auto off, and that's really good. And then you just need to farm. Christ's sake. AD carry in 2017, just getting ganked in over and over again. That's unfortunate. The tower's gone. Ooh. Your CS is still like very good. Of course, like the way you should be putting out the CS is that you should be using your Q as a form of. Holy moly! Is that your timer?
Can you pause it for a sec?
Yeah. Is that it? Is that the chicken bake?
Alright, man, whenever you're ready. Thanks.
Because he does. Auto attacks. Okay. So anyway, your CS is really good. You don't have to build boots of swiftness. While boots of swiftness are absolutely amazing on you, Ninja Tabby is also an alternative option that you can consider. You don't have to build it either. Swiftness over Tabby over Merc Treads, but Tabby is still really good until they nerf it. Unbelievably, they did not nerf it. Close. Wait till he knocks him up. And another opportunity was for you to use it right there too. Back up, kite, it's fine. Hence where the ghost blade would have came in right here. Oh, dangerous. Yeah, dangerous. You can't. You always want to ult in the safest position. I think if you fat fingered that would make sense. But like you can't ult in front of someone that was charging at you. Otherwise you'd die. You guys are sacrificing too much for this. You have to get dragon. Is it infernal? No, it's not. Okay, she has teleport. That's a really bad teleport. It means that Galio should have teleport advantage in theory because you don't see him teleport. Ooh, this is dangerous. Yeah, just back up. I love your CSing. This is just absolutely amazing. Like, you not only are you the most fed. Oh yeah, but note that because you're so far ahead, in terms of gold, like, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you have the most gold. If you die, you lose. Like, that's what happens. Like, when you're really fed, you have to make, like, your support obviously doesn't know how to do resource funneling, as indicated by the fact that he has a Knight's Vow. Like, the fuck? But resource funneling would allow you to live longer, but they don't know how to do that. So your goal right now is I just want to watch your positioning. If you play aggressive, if you play defensive, if you play passive, play like completely like Rambo, Ham, Leroy Jenkins, or do you play like waiting and watching commander style? Holy shit.
So sad.
Wait, did my vision just get cut off by that smoke screen? Man, every single shot, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Well, you didn't need to W there. Honestly, sometimes you don't have to W, but it's fine. I mean, I guess it's fine, but right now you should push. As soon as you get that kill on someone in the bot lane, you should always try to push out the lane, because this will deny them the CS. Caitlyn, if I'm not mistaken, was just caught out there. Yes, so with that in result, that means that this entire creep wave, as well as the next creep wave, which is with the cannon minion, all get denied. Oh wow, another kill. You guys could definitely go for Baron right about now, but you're not in a position to. Oh, and you also don't have a tank. Jesus Christ, I totally forgot that Shaco exists in this game. Yeah, you guys can't do Baron without a tank. Like unless Shaco clone is there, but still, you should aim to take the tower. Kill the front line, good. Shoot the back line, good. Oh, remember, the longer you take on this, the worse. But it's fine. This will deny them a lot of CS. Shoot the tower, shoot the tower, shoot the tower. What? Wait, no. Are you rotating mid? Are you rotating mid? No, this tower has to fall. Yeah. Because this, if you get this wave ramping, it's going to slow push. If you want this to slow push, you can answer Baron. Because right now they're going to go for an offensive attack. They will always send one to answer this. Because it's going to be a slow push. If they send one to answer this, that means that your probability of doing Baron is higher. You should have taken the tower ASAP. Because you guys are in a position in which you're sort of behind. Because they have 4 towers and you have 1. You need to take the tower as soon as possible to vamp the team up in terms of the pacing. Because like the team's pacing right now is they have more global gold than you. So in reality, that means that all the players have more gold than you, despite it looking like you guys are a little bit stronger. The kills don't matter.
Okay, I was just trying to get as many of that CS wave like killed by the tower.
You can do both. Watch out. Oh, you didn't watch out. Okay, that's fine. Nice. Nice. Okay. Close. Back up, back up, back up. No, don't take in the... Oh, God.
No.
So that was the reckless positioning. Okay, I saw it coming. Okay. So I was circling the Graves because he was out of position. I think... Did you use your W here? I think... I could have sworn you used your W right there.
I did.
Yes, you did. Yeah. He That's just unlucky. That's not even your fault. Like you had a W right there. He just ulted. It just happened to like be perfect. Right here, the whole point of playing like a really good AD carry, like I mean sorry, the whole point of AD carry is like a mechanical role. So the best thing about a mechanical player is the ability for you to not get hit by as much of the skill shots as possible, because the longer you live, the more damage you're going to deal. So anyways, hold on, China. So by stepping into this, like you've already taken damage, and that's kind of bad. That's like kind of like stepping into, I don't know, something like a tormented soil. You know, you just gotta try to avoid as many of the things as possible. The more you start avoiding stuff, the less damage you'll take. See, and then like because he knew that you were gonna get hit by that, I think it's a slow too, if I'm not mistaken. But if it isn't a slow, whatever his Q is, does it slow them? No, it doesn't slow them. It just does damage, but it does a lot of damage. So then he just dashes towards you, and then like they chain CC. So if you sat back here behind the tower and just waited and just tried to wave clear with your Q, it would have been fine. And you can't respond to that either. It's like he just tackles you knocked up, so it's unfortunate. Oh, that's his clone. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Hold my horses right here. Wait a second. Wait just a second. I need to rewatch the entire team fight. There's something I'm missing. Wait a minute. I have to rewatch this. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, you have QSS. So right there, you didn't have to flash. You can just QSS walk back. He can't chase you that far. And then if you walk back to like here, you would just have a better ult. You would have a better ult, because the closer you are to your target, the faster the bullet hits them. So like just standing right here behind this like melee minion right here, like around that area, like because you just QSS and walk back a little bit, right? Then you fire. Basically, the whole point is like, remember, like I said, this is a positional role. It's all mechanics, all awareness. Like you have to watch constantly and like also focus on landing everything. It's a very difficult role, one of the hardest, but most like pretty. It's like one of the most rewarding roles too, but most challenging to play. Puts a lot of enthusiasm in players. Anyway, your flash should be a last resort dodge. You should. It's like, okay, so like I'm gonna put the Vayne example. There are 3 things that you can use to dodge: your hands, your tumble, then your flash. You use them in that order. You use your hands to dodge. If you cannot dodge it by hand, you use your tumble to dodge. If you cannot dodge it with your tumble or your hand, then you have to use your flash. So, meaning that like if a fucking Ash arrow comes, you just sidestep it with the mouse clicks. If you can't do that, if you don't think you can dodge it in time, use your tumble. Can't do that. If you think your tumble isn't going to make it in time, you can't do that, use your flash. You have to. So, in this order, you have QSS to negate a spell so you can reposition. I mean, you can't really think about it. It just has to come instinctively, but you have to consider that QSS versus flash. You want to try to hold on to your flash. Okay, so you don't want to try to hold on to your flash if you know you're guaranteed going to die. You just got to dodge that damn skill shot. But you weren't in a position to die because Galio doesn't deal, like, Galio can't deal all the damage in the world to you and be under the tower for an extended period of time. He just has a Sunfire Cape, but that doesn't mean he's invincible. So, we're going to watch this again. So, he ults right here. So, all that happens is you get knocked up. You just flash instantly. Actually, you didn't even need to QSS. You can't QSS a knockup. You just walk back. If you just walk back, you would have been fine. And then all that happens is you might get hit by this Q, but that won't kill you. So, you can just stand here and suck on the Q while you ult. And you would hit these targets sooner. That's all. Unlucky. And then when you walked up here, it was really, yeah. Because right here you would QSS, but then he gets a taunt off of you too, so like you can only break one thing, but yeah. Just make sure you don't rush the Mercurial Scimitar. You don't have to. Oh my god. Really, Shaco? Really? You just ignite Eid? Really? That just looks hilarious. Wait, the Shaco clone has Dead Man's Play too? Didn't know that. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, that item should be going towards a BT question mark? No, Mercurial Scimitar. Oh, I see the issue. Unless that pickaxe is going towards a what's it called? Edge of
Infinity Edge?
Yeah. Oh, was it going for Infinity Edge?
I think so.
I don't know. I can't tell. But you're I think that the better option again would have been Ghostblade here. You notice that like you could have just used your Ghostblade to walk back too. Let's say you had Ghostblade, you can use it to walk back. You can use it to like run away faster. QSS would negate it. You know what I mean? Like it's an optimal item on Jhin. Let me see if I can find an AD carry that plays Jhin still. Like a player, I mean, like this is kind of hard to do because not a lot of people are picking up Jhin right now. Let's see. QL DUR TMS. Has anybody played Jhin in your recent games, Bjergsen? Nobody's been playing Jhin. Your ult is up soon. Yeah, you should answer this wave. Try not to let too many waves go crashing in. Remember, when you answer this wave, there's a chance. Oh, okay, so this path is unsafe. If they were smart, Veigar especially, if he sees that this wave is coming, he would have rotated sooner and just waited right here, then deleted you. Another champion that can do this, and is very obnoxious and I hate her, Lux.
Yeah.
You understand that feel as soon as I said it, like immediately. I love it. It's fucking broken ass shit. Anyway, this is what happens when they do this thing called wave ramping. Remember when I told you to push down earlier, and you had the wave ramping, right? Eventually, when it ramps one way, it must ramp the other. It's like equivalency. So it ramped this way, and during that window of opportunity, you guys could have opted for a Baron if your team was in position. Your team wasn't in position, therefore you can't do it. Therefore, this ramp will now reverse, and this is what this is the result of the reverse of the ramp. This equation is true. Like, look at this wave. It was a huge wave earlier. Now it's pushing towards us. Now it's going to be a giant wave ramped on us. Then it's going to shove up to here. Then it's just going to get denied. So it's going to shove back. It's going to go back and forth and back and forth. And you just have to keep sending players to answer to it, right? So they're sending you. What can you do about it? Well, if you're in a position where it's just an ARAM, because right now it's just a fucking ARAM, you can't do Baron because you're answering this. They can do Baron. In theory, they can all just walk to Baron right now and just do it. And you guys can't stop them. Because you have to deal with this, you have to deal with this, and you have to clear this, and then you have to get vision on this, and then by that time, Baron's probably gone. So that's really important. Also, if Veigar just comes here and out-rotated you, and there's still 3 people in the mid playing ARAM, or 4 people if Graves decides to show up, then Veigar just has to sit here, use a control ward, just wait. Oh, there's somebody answering this wave. E, Q, W, delete. Goodbye. And then not only do you lose all these creeps, but then this entire creep wave just gets shoved into the tower. Like, you died and you lose all that golden creeps. So that's the danger. When you walk through here, that is what can happen. And you should never be walking through here if you're trying to defend a wave. Take the long way. It's the safest. I mean, Veigar is not going to wait right here. Like, that means that he's going to be opening himself up to getting killed by your team. Taking the safest route possible is always is never wrong. Wow. Guys. Jesus. Wait. The Caitlyn was out of position for like 2 shots. You could have shot her first. Oh, wow. You got 30 gold, though. Alright. Wow. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. You actually would have died right there. You're still about to die. Okay, okay, yeah, I was right. See? So now if he was down there rotating bottom, they could have ended the game if they killed you sooner. Had you know, like were deleted here, if you were dead there, like they could have ended the game because you're dead. You're actually a factor in the game because of how much farm you have. Yeah, try not to build Infinity Edge when you're behind. It's better for you to build, like, Ghostblade is apparently a must. Like, let's see, like, it's the most purchased item on your champion. Rapid Fire Cannon is also really good too because I never thought it was a good item, but for Jhin, to be fair, it's the only item that really makes sense. Like, Rematch Static Shiv, what the hell is that gonna do? Phantom Dancer isn't gonna do shit either. Rapid Fire Cannon increases your range, and you're already short range enough, so that means you can get a 4 shot from a mile away. So, I don't think it's a bad item. And plus, attack speed doesn't give you attack speed. Like, it gives you damage, so you might as well take it. Wait, why are they pinging missing up there? Oh, you should get Scrying Orb when you hit level 9. Because if they probably ping missing because they thought they were on Baron, you should just ward the Baron behind the pit. Always ward the Baron or the Dragon whatever is more important. In this case, the Dragon's fine, but I always think Baron is, more important. Are we going to see a really good ult here? Oh, this is a really bad position if you decide to ult. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is really bad. You're dead. Like, you're so dead, dude. Like, there's... Oh my god. It doesn't matter if they're invulnerable. Now you're fucked. Like, this is where your team is. This is like, all they have to do is just... They just have to look left. Oh, it's Kayla. I thought that was a Tarek.
I don't know why I didn't just go after her, but... Yeah.
Well, you can't kill her, for sure. Okay, well, you almost killed her. But, like, the thing is, like, you can't step that way. And the reason why is because... Your team was over here, and you should have stepped, like, this way, because, like, in theory, you also could just stand here and just ult as much as you could, and they wouldn't be able, well, they would be able to see it, but they wouldn't be able to do anything about it unless they had vision in that bush. And no, she didn't have vision in that bush, otherwise she would have shot you through that bush. Rip. Okay, so that positional error was walking through here in the first place. If you're going to group with your team with Dragon, again, the safest route to Dragon is out around through that way, because that walks towards enemy territory. Walking through this choke is also dangerous, I mean, because it's a choke, but everybody was already in vision down here, so you can just walk through that choke, and then just sit back here and just start shooting ults.
Rest in peace. That's the game.
Okay, so the theory is in that it applies for skill shot based champions. Basically, think about an Ahri charm, and think about, okay, I'm trying to figure out a good champion that has both. My favorite champion is Swain. So like, what the thing with Swain is that have you played Swain?
No, I haven't.
Let me check your op.gg to try to compare a champion. Let me finish. Let me just watch the Nexus blow. But anyway, oh, okay. There's an easy example on your... There's actually several easy examples on your... Oops, on your OPGG. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Nexus blows up. Okay. So, first example. Thresh. You play Thresh. You understand his kit, right?
Uh-huh.
When you play Thresh, first thing you want to do is you don't want to just hook right away blindly. Oh, you also had 11 here. You should have a dangerous game, Lamau. You have 11 points here. It feels bad, man.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. It's no big deal though, but that's not the point. Wait, you max W first? Did Jin's max W first? Wait, what the fuck? Really? I didn't know that.
That's what I've been doing.
Wait, let me see. Sneaky. Let me see. Sneaky, Death, Bang. Any of you guys play Jhin? Oops, that's not it. Oh, I'm a Cutie Pie. That's easy. Cutie Pie's ranked 13 challenger right now, though he might not be a good streamer or something like that. I don't know, but he's ranked 13. I can't deny his skill. Ruler, Trace, Ambition, Trace, Cody Sun, Scara, Frey, Triple. Where are the good AD carries? Where's my boy Death? Where's Sneaky? Here you go. Known for his Jhin. Yeah, you max Q. No wonder I felt like your dancing grenade was lower in damage. Yeah, just max the Q, then max the W, then max the E. Could have sworn that was the right build in general. Your W it just does more damage, and it costs more mana. I mean, the snare might be longer, but like the thing is, like, the whole point of snaring them is for you to deal, to deal damage. So this grenade actually makes sense for you to max first,
Yeah. I think when I started playing Jhin, I was maxing the W because it was hard to get the Q to like get the creep kills on the way at first. So I was all like, damn, this ain't working because I'm not stacking up that damage. So I was just maxing the W. But alright, Q.
Yeah. I get it. It's the same thing with Swain. The old build was for you to max E, but like you don't max E anymore. It's like the same thing with Thresh too. You don't max the flay. You actually max the hook. Okay. So back to the thing. Oh my god, you maxed Lantern. Jesus. Okay. Let's pass that. But...
I what's it called? I had to autofill the support. And
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna go Zyra, but
yeah. To be fair, I understand why the Lantern max would come in then. So what you would need to do is you would flay them. That would push them back and then slow them. Then you throw out the hook. Because the target is slowed, it is harder for them to dodge the skill shot. Your probability of landing the skill shot increases. So the same thing applies with Veigar. You throw the cage. I mean, it's easy to land the cage. I mean, like, it's a fucking huge ass circle, you know? Like, it's pretty straightforward, right? But that increases the probability of you landing your Q and your W, etc., etc. The next thing is, you see these examples. Another example is Blitzcrank. When he lands his hook, it's easier for him to land his hook if he knocks the target up, then he throws the hook. Because they can't dodge it. They're in the air, you know? He does so much damage. Hence why you should wait until... You can either, A, wait until someone lands some hard CC that isn't missed, so you can guarantee the landing of yours, or just use soft CC to guarantee the landing of hard CC. Another example that you play personally is Jinx. You can throw the snares, they have to walk around it. While they're walking around it, or they step through it, you shoot your W. You can't miss it because they only have two options. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what, like, the holding thing isn't like you just hold it just because, like, until you wait for someone. Like, it's just like the way you hold it is you wait for someone to, you don't just hold it and like, okay, anybody gonna land a skill shot or nah? Because sometimes you won't have a team. You'll have a team that has literally 0 CC. And that's the worst kind of team comp, honestly. Like, where the fuck do you get that kind of shit? I would just dodge. I've dodged games before, so like, goddamn. That's not the point. The whole point was for you to increase your probability of landing skill shots, because when you land skill shots, that increases your chances for a kill, which can increase the chances for you to take objectives, get more farm, outscale your opponents, and dunk. So that's why it's important for you to use your W creatively like that. It's the only skill shot that you have aside from your ulti that really is critical to land. I mean, your dancing grenades, the RNG bounces, whatever, but your W snare, huge, very important. It's a snare. It prevents them from casting movement abilities. They can't flash unless they flash the snare, obviously. You know what I mean, right? Like, it's insane. So, of course, you maxing W actually makes it really more important for you to land, even though you're not supposed to max W. By maxing W, it just means that the snare duration is longer, therefore making it just like twice as important for you to land because you put it into priority. So instead, you should max your Q and then use your W as like a leeway, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I believe W's cooldown just, yeah, it stays the same. So the only thing is the duration and the mana go up, but that's not worth it for the damage in this thing to go up. So what you can do is you can practice playing Jhin with a different build. I think I would prefer you to build the Ghost, but I mean, like, you don't have to listen to my build, but but I can, hold on one pass. So what you can do is you can get the Ghostblade build. See, like, every single player right here is building Ghostblade. Each and every single one of them are building Ghostblade. You see so many purple Yuma's Ghostblade. Let me send you the pro builds to Jhin. Just find Sneaky, Skara, find Bang, Deft, any of the pro 80 carries. Don't go for the Brazilian 80 carries. Don't go for Gosu. Like, just look around to see what rank they are. I'm a Cutie Pie is rank 13. Like, I don't like him, but I've camped his lane before, and he's a fucking monster. Like, the fuck. 18012, he runs Warlords right here, see? As indicated by this mastery. And the reason why they run Warlords, once again, is because you hit him, and if it happens to proc on the 4th shot, you either A, chase them really well, you heal for a fuck ton of HP, or you just run away backwards. So it's a kiting tool as well as an offensive tool. Like, you can use it both ways. So you have to consider that into possibility. It's like maximizing the limit of your character. So it's gonna take practice. I mean, it's not easy to just pick up a champion and just like learn it instantly. It comes from your knowledge too. So practicing last hitting, utilizing your Q. Your runes are fine. Your masteries you just need one change. That's it. There's nothing else. And dangerous game low. Your skill order. Just max the Q, practice last hitting. It'll help you last hit if you have a higher level in Q because, you know, it does more damage. It's just pretty easy, right? etc., etc. What else is there that is really important? Your positioning, right? Okay, so with your ultis, most of them were pretty fine, like where you were standing, except for the one where you had to like you just canceled it right away because like you got dunked by Graves. Most of the time, you should just be in the fog of war. This comes to your purchases of control wards. You only bought one. You should buy like one or two more, just so you can place one in like your defensive jungle or like when you're making an offensive move. Because if you're making an offensive attack into their jungle, you should hide, use the control ward to make sure nobody sees you, then turn on your ulti and pew 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 pew. That's pretty much it. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens if your team is feeding? Well, I mean, like, you can still carry. Jhin is a hard carry. I had a game where I had a 1 in 22 Pantheon, and I carried with a Jhin and a Janna. Like, it's you have the capabilities to carry. I mean, you did second highest damage on your team. You could almost deal most damage on your team if you had more Q. But like, you see what I mean? Like, you still existed as a powerful threat. Like, sure, Riven's 5-1, Shaco's 6-2. That doesn't matter. You still dealt damage. It's all about your damage dealt to champions, because you're hitting champions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Wow, Shaco went Warlords. Jesus Christ. Shimenaz is Team Gold. You were actually really strong. Essence Reaver Rush, I think, is like really weird, and in the sense that it doesn't really provide you combat. Like, okay, so it gives you damage, sure, but it doesn't provide you like, it doesn't provide anything for you compared to what a Ghostblade Infinity Edge could do, as well as a Rapid Fire Cannon. Because Ghostblade allows you to kite, and that's the most important thing, is because I think the reason why these people build it with Swiftness Boots is because the whole point is if you get caught by Jhin or get caught on Jhin, you can't escape unless you flash. And if they know you have no flash, especially in higher elos when they can punish you for it, you're kind of done. Like, if a Yasuo gets on you, what do you do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do? Like you probably felt that feeling before, like, oh my god, get off of me, but you just can't kite him because he has infinite mobility when you're next to him anyway. Broken champion, right? Fucking hate that champion.
That's the champion I banned like
every game. Good shit. You know who else has infinite mobility? Katarina.
Yeah.
Fucking Katarina. So that's why Ghostblade is really important. Like, you can actually Ghostblade, Swifty Boots, and Rapid Fire Cannon. You just like booking it and like really running away. Also, another thing that it can be useful for is like, you know how I said you should use your ulti to get into the fog of war? The sooner you can get away from the opponents and hide yourself in the darkness, the sooner you can start shooting them from the darkness. You know what I mean? Like, oh, where's that ult coming from? Where's that ult coming from? Oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, let's see what else is next. Oh wow, I like this build right here by Frey. Holy smack, that is a great build. Like, look, he has damage, kite, staying alive, everything necessary. Most of the people, they build exactly the same thing. Essence Reaver is a good substitution for Infinity Edge, but the reason why they pick Infinity Edge, and I'm sure you understand that too, is because the 4 shots off free crit. So like, you know, free crit, extra damage on the free crit. Damage is damage. Jhin is every AD carry. Jhin, they're just known for damage. So you can dunk with that. Scrying Orb. Something super important about Scrying Orb is that you can use it while you're channeling. So if you're ulting, right, and you can't see them, a yellow ward is not going to help you. Use your Scrying Orb. You just like reveal a bush and you just fire. That is why every single player, except for this guy and this guy and this guy, these fucks, don't build it. Every single time you should be building it, because it's just way too useful not to buy it. As soon as you hit level 9, trade that right away. It should be a habit. I lose my own habits myself. I don't listen to myself, but like as a support, you would just build the sweeper and then you upgrade the sweeper. I just don't do it. But you should be building blue every single time for the fact that you can just scout. You shouldn't be building an Essence Reaver into Infinity Edge. That's counterintuitive because they're basically both the same item. The only difference is that like you get no speed, you get no speed as in like movement speed, you get no movement speed, you get no like extra like defensive stats, anything against it. And you might say that Rapid Fire Cannon is not really a defensive item, but like the fact that you can run away and shoot people from a farther distance keeps you safe. You know what I mean? That makes sense?
Yeah.
So, so I would just say Ghostblade into Essence Reaper or Infinity Edge, preferably Infinity Edge, then Rapid Fire Cannon. And that's your core 3. Boots of Swiftness, almost always optimal. Ninja Tabi, as indicated here, probably because there's a lot of AD auto attackers on their team. Let's take a look. Lucian, Renekton, Lee Sin. Okay. Oh, Lulu too. Okay, that's pretty cool. 4 people that can auto attack. That's painful. Wow. So you see, like, they build tank boots because they feel like, let's see, why did I'm a cutie pie build it? Renekton, Ezreal, auto attacks from Ezreal. What the hell? What the fuck? Poppy. Oh, Fed Renekton. Fed Ezreal. Jesus. So basically, tab your Swifties. Duskblade is it's all right. I don't really like it. Like, it's not very optimal. Like, you don't really see it that much. But Ghostblade and Infinity Edge and Rapid Fire Cannon are basically a core. And then of course you just get Mortal Reminder or Lord Dominic's Regard for Armor Pen against tanks, and you can shred through them. So basically your first three or four items are set. Building the QSS here isn't even that bad. You stop the taunt, you stop the Taric stun, you stop the Veigar stun, and possibly stop the Caitlyn trap. Beautiful set of beautiful choice. Just use it. Just make sure you use the QSS. Yeah. It's hard to indicate when to use it. It's just an instinctive thing. Sometimes I forget to use mine too, but sometimes it's not enough. It gets pretty crazy. I don't have any examples of Jhin to put out because I don't play with Jhin as often, but I do know they take Warlords, and the reason why they should take Warlords is because, again, Deathfire Touch was nerfed, so that hits Jhin. It also hits Varus and a lot of the other lethality mids, but Jhin in particular suffers from it. So instead of using Deathfire Touch, you use Warlords now for increased kiting to keep you safe. It's the same thing as Kog'Maw using it as a substitute for Storm Raider Surge, whereas Storm Raider Surge is actually much better on Kog'Maw, not so beneficial on Jhin because flat lethality isn't as good as percentage lethality. Your masteries again are fine, runes are fine, summoners are fine. You run flash on you run flash and heal. There's nothing else you can take. I mean, cleanse is pointless unless there's like 50 fucking CC. Like every single player has CC, even the support. Like Jesus Christ, but you're set. If you're gonna take an extra point, put 1 point in here, Vampirism, just so you get some extra sustain in lane. You can put point in Battle Trance if you feel like it, because Bounty Hunter relies on you to actually be really good at the game to get enough kills for you to maximize it, which means that it requires you to get fed off of every game. Battle Trance is already at 3% in 3 damage, so that basically means 3 kills. It's kind of variance. Like, you can't just get like 50 kills a game, you know, like unless you're like really fucking good. Your mechanics and last hitting are fine. You have a 7.1 CS despite it being in a losing game. Just keep up your CS mechanics. Like, you just constantly keep up your CS mechanics, and your CS is bound to improve based on like some of the tips I gave. Like right here, 6.7, that's amazing. 4.8 is like kind of decent, but you're past like the 4 mark. I have a guy I know in Diamond 3. I just coached him. His CS per minute on Cassiopeia, a champion that's really easy to CS with, is fucking 4. And that's awful. Like, he's so far behind every single game. Even, no matter what, even in under wins, his highest I ever saw was 5. And I was like, what the fuck? So, instead of putting 5 points in movement speed out of combat, the thing is, this works if you're trying to get to places, but in combat, it's useless. It's better for you to get this one right here, Savagery. Then you get the Biscuit for early game, Dangerous Game, obviously for obvious reasons, just for damage. Dangerous Game for the restoring. Sorry, this one's called Merciless for extra damage. Alternatively, however, you may also go 5 points in Recovery, 1 point in Tough Skin, 5 points in Runic Armor for increased healing, and then 1 point in Insight, 18-0-12 route that players are actually optimizing for right now. Devil Lift has recently put it in there. Some other 80 carries are putting in there. And the reason why they put it in 18-0-12 is for lane sustain. Kind of depends on what kind of lane you're against. Example, a good idea to put this lane in would be against a Caitlyn, because if you put it against Caitlyn, she pokes you, but you have some sustain to protect yourself, you know?
Yeah.
As well as some healing. Blitzcrank might not be a healing support, however, he does have Targons, which means that you get like an 8% increase in healing from Targons. And while that's really small, I mean, like 8% can in fact save your life. I mean, like, that's why this 1% is so optimal for you on Vampirism, because 1% can in fact save your life. But 18-0-12 and 18-12-0, both of them are options that you're allowed to take. It's just that, like, knowing when to take it kind of varies on you. The lane seems like it's going to be a little bit pokey. Caitlyn Lulu, Caitlyn Karma. Fuck, give me a mark. I don't even fucking play Ezreal, like, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, long range poke that's like, god damn it, stop poking me, etc., etc. 18-0-12 is pretty nice. While you sacrifice a little bit of your damage, I mean, like, it's better to stay alive. Like, as we've clearly discussed before, that it is very important to stay alive. Yeah. So, that's pretty much all I have for this session. It was actually pretty good. Am I recording it? Yes. Okay, good. I better be recording it. Jesus Christ. Alright, so that means that it's going to be up in a few days, and yeah. Do you have any questions, concerns, builds, etc., etc.?
Nah, I think you've covered so much, man. That was great.
Yeah.
I learned
despite the chicken bake, we still managed to hit the hour too. I love it. Oh wow, that flash.
Yeah. Is there a chance, like maybe later, I could get another session?
Yeah, it's fine.
There's another game that I'd like to
Yeah.
take a look at.
You can just what you could do. What people usually do after this is that like they just jump into a game and just try to put that knowledge into practice. So like that obviously it takes time. It's not gonna like, oh wow, I'm just suddenly gonna carry. Everybody is prone to being like hit by a plateau or a wall that they can't climb over. So we can do a session later, like today, tomorrow. I'm free basically next week. Just message me, and then if anything, you can just wait for like another month, and then like you can just practice for like an entire month or something, and then say like, okay, I'm struggling here. I don't know why, but I have climbed. You can see my climb here, etc., etc., and you'll let me know basically. Wow, bronze 1 all the way in a year. Bronze 1 to silver 2. It's pretty good growth. Well, not in a year. In 2 months, that's pretty good growth. That's a very progressive growth. I like it. Boop, 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 boop. It goes up steadily. I love it. Nice.
Yeah, last season I was silver 1. I think I finished silver 1, or maybe like I went silver 1 and dropped back down. But yeah, I don't know. I've been stuck like right around there, silver 2, for like 2 seasons now.
You don't have to play mechanical champions in order to carry. Like Jhin isn't a mechanical champion. You just have to make really good decisions. Again, we had a 122 Pantheon. How do you carry? I had the same champion. He has this. My friend had the same champion as you. What made it so different? Well, we just had better decision making. So that's where it stems down from. Better decision making. So your decision making. If you limit the champion that you have to play, you don't have to focus on. You have to decide on how good your mechanics are, where to land your skill shots, where to shoot your skill shots. But then you can just push that all away if you just play a mechanicalist champion, a non-mechanical champion like Jhin. Jhin doesn't really have anything that needs to be landed other than his W and maybe some R procs, but mostly his W. That's it, just one skill shot. It's the same thing with Swain. You just need to land one skill shot, which is the W, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, see, right now I'm struggling in Diamond 1. Like, it feels bad, but it's like, it's whatever. But, like, it doesn't mean anything. So, yeah. So put this into practice in a ranked game, or normal, whatever you prefer. Ranked games are better because like you put yourself in a competitive environment.
Oh yeah, definitely much different, especially with like tilt and everything. So.
Correct. Yep. And then just make sure you never use the chat, etc., etc. Small tips, but you're doing well. Yeah, don't chat unless you're timing summoners. To be honest, like it's just not worth it. Like there's a lot of chat in higher elo because like it's all about sums and where we should do, what we should do, why we should do this. We should rotate here, we should rotate there. And it's a lot of good conversations, a lot of like toxic shit too, but it's whatever. In lower elo, nobody knows what they're doing, so that's why you should never use the chat. You should mute everyone as soon as the game starts and only time summoners. That's it. When Tarek flashed on your face, if you notice that he flashed on your face, time it, because the next time that a gank comes by. I didn't say it earlier because it really wasn't that important, but it's always important. Always time the summoners. Look at the clock as soon as you see a flash. And if you're in the middle of a fight while looking at the clock, just fight it out, but remember the time. Give an estimate for your jungler.
Yeah.
Add 5 to whatever time. And just say he has flash by then. And that's it. If Caitlyn and you flash at the same time, just say my flash equals her flash. This way, like, as soon as you have flash, she has flash, because you guys flash at the exact same moment. So, that's important, because then, if you're Jhin, right, you can make a catch if they don't flash your W, because they have no flash. Or, you land all your ults because they can't flash your 4th shot. Etc., etc. So, just change up your build, excuse me. Change up your build, change up your mastery, and then just change up your positioning in the game. It's hard, it's a lot of changes, but it can be done. Your CSing is fine. Just keep it up. Just make sure you keep it up. You can't fall complacent on your CSing no matter what.
Yeah.
It's very hard for you to get 10 CS per game. Like, it's extremely hard. I've had one game where I checked the game stats after, and I had 410 CS on Lissandra at 41 minutes. I had exactly 10 CS in that game. It was the hardest game I've ever played. I had full build, and someone was like, my god, this fucking Lissandra has 400 CS. It was like the funniest shit ever. And, like, the only reason why that was ever possible was because the tentacles were giving me 100 CS for free. So, like, alright. But 100 CS does that up. That was 500 gold free. So, I had my power spike sooner. With Jhin, I've already discussed how you CS. You kind of just get everything low, then drop the grenade on all 4 of them, and then they all die. Straightforward. That's it. Fudge. Alright.
All right.
Message me if you feel like something's wrong, something's happening, you need more advice. I'll be glad to answer any of your questions. And if you want another session, I could just book a time with you, and that's pretty much it.
All right.
All right.
All right. Cool. Thanks so much, man.
No problem. Good luck in your game. See you later.
See you later.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been Silver 2 Jhin coaching by LOL Veggie. If you want more coaching videos, you can contact me via Skype or Twitter. And we are good to go. See you guys.